The Ethereum token is considered a utility and not a security because its primary function is as a fuel that powers programs, powers transactions, powers storage on the Ethereum world computer, the blockchain system. It according to legal analysis at the time that we conducted the sale, it failed a prong of the Howey test. So there were situations where holders, buyers and holders of the token could profit, where the people who built the system could effectively not do well. So the entire system could not increase in value, whereas holders, applications on the platform could do well, and vice versa. The whole platform could do well, but owners of the token could use the token to build businesses that would not do well.
What's up, everyone? I hope you are having a fantastic day. We are back with yet another exciting update about the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. We are always on to some new discoveries about the lawsuit, and as by now, we figured out that this lawsuit is not only important to the XRP holders, but also to the entire crypto market. With that said, we have some pretty damning evidence that I will be sharing with you on this video that literally just shows how the SEC has been playing a foul game on us all along. I mean, this could blow up the SEC and probably even disqualify their claims against Ripple. Now, before we get into that, I want to give a little bit of context here. One of the major problems the SEC is dealing with right now is the Ethereum free pass. According to John Deaton, the papers filed in court and public statements on video from Lubin, Hinman, and others linked to Consensus reveal that multiple meetings between Consensus and senior SEC officials were held in 2017 and 2018 to lobby the agency to give Ether token a regulatory free pass. The SEC went ahead and gave Ethereum a free pass, saying that it's not a security. Basically, the free pass claims add up to the bigger claim that at least two senior members of the SEC, Jay Clayton and Bill Hinman, had professional and financial interests, which led them to take not only action to benefit Ethereum, but also to disadvantage Ripple. Indeed, it's very arguable that by working with law firms involved in Ethereum and then by joining Ethereum invested funds as advisors, Clayton and Hinman benefited themselves by giving Ethereum a free pass and also by damaging a rival. What strikes me is that multiple members of the Ethereum free pass don't think that XRP is actually a security. While the SEC has taken a strong stance on XRP, claiming that it is a security, the actual people who helped Ethereum get its free pass think that the SEC is wrong to some extent. This goes to show you just how much the SEC is out of touch with the entire crypto industry, which is just about absolutely crazy. As always, we welcome you to Money Side, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP team. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. Now, as we get into more intricate details of today's video, I would like us to look at a clip between Joe Lubin and Brad Garlinghouse. And as you listen to this conversation between Lubin and Garlinghouse, try and think who among the two would you actually want to back your project? Is it Brad or Lubin? I bet by the end of this clip, you'll have the answer to that. Check it out.
Turn to a point that, Brad, you were making. Joe, it's been said that you are one of the biggest Ethereum holders.
It has been said. I've heard that. Yeah.
Yes.
Based on no data.
How do you go about managing your treasury within Consensus and your own personal one?
I guess no comment. We personally, in terms of Consensus, we are a small fraction of the Ethereum asset and all the assets on the Ethereum platform, and we manage our treasury like a company would manage its treasury.
The only interjection I have here is I find it interesting that Ripple is attacked for being transparent. Because we are very proactive, and we put actually the next XRP markets report, which will be quarterly, will come out sometime into this week. But because we share that information, we're attacked for it, yet other platforms don't share that information. And so they are insulated from those same critiques and criticisms. I think in the dictionary that's called hypocrisy. I'm not 100% sure, but it's close.
Is there any plan for greater transparency within Consensus in terms of how it deploys its Ethereum?
Internally, sure. And, you know, we're a private company, and we
Ripple's
are
a private company too.
absolutely. And transparency is important to us. But we also have to be strategic about information that we release. And with respect to those sorts of issues, I haven't really thought too much about whether we need to disclose how we pay people, when we pay people, etc. Just operating a company.
Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about.
Listening to that clip, I guess it's clear what kind of personality these two people have. But what's actually crazy is how Ripple gets attacked time and again for being transparent. This is not the first time that we've heard people in the crypto industry come at Ripple claiming that its operations are sketchy. And yet, we have Joe Lubin as the leader of the Ethereum army. Isn't he probably one of the sketchiest people we know in the crypto community? That said, I have yet another interesting clip I'd like to share with you.
Interesting. I think you're right. Absolutely. I think that's going to be a burgeoning area. Shifting gears a little bit, Matt, you mentioned the DeFi and the BlockFi case. BlockFi is a pretty significant development, pretty significant case. What is it about, and why is it important?
Sure. I'll give you my take, and I'm sure others have a perspective on this too. It's an important settlement, I think, and worth reading and studying for folks who are interested in this space and operating in this space. So BlockFi is a company that offered what it called BlockFi interest accounts to individuals. And the process would be people would put money with BlockFi and lend their crypto assets in exchange for BlockFi's promise to provide a variable monthly interest payment in return. So crypto assets to BlockFi, variable monthly interest payment from BlockFi in return for that. And by December of last year, something like 500,000 people had put up crypto for this purpose to get this stream of payments. And I think BlockFi held something on the order of $10 billion. In February of this year, the SEC and several states announced a first-of-its-kind settlement with BlockFi. And essentially, the settlement determined that this crypto lending product was an unregistered security, an investment contract, and that it failed to register also as an investment company, so something akin to a mutual fund, and that it made a false statement in the course of its offering this product to individuals. And in connection with the settlement, BlockFi agreed to pay $100 million in fines to the SEC and a whole bunch of states. And interestingly, and I think this is where it's a very unique construct and one worth paying attention to and trying to read the tea leaves on, BlockFi publicly announced that same day that it intended to register this new interest-bearing product as a security with the commission, and the commission gave BlockFi 60 days to either register as an investment company or demonstrate it was no longer required to do so. And there's some exemptions, as regulatory folks know, on that. And so that's interesting that there seems to be at least an appetite on the part of the commission potentially to register this product, which it is deemed to be a security, and BlockFi, through a no admit no deny settlement, agreed as a security, and that BlockFi is now taking steps potentially to register this particular product. It's not clear. I think I looked yesterday what's happened with all that. There may have been some extensions. I don't think we have clarity on that.
The BlockFi case is something to look out for because it brings a lot into perspective. Matthew Solomon, the lead lawyer in the SEC versus Ripple case, talks about what happened with BlockFi. Interestingly enough, Matthew used to work for the SEC before, and now he's Ripple's lead lawyer, which gives him a much clearer perspective on this case. There are also speculations that he might know something that the public doesn't. And considering that he worked for the SEC, chances are he does. But since it was all confined in the attorney-client privilege, I'm sure he won't say. If I were Brad Garlinghouse, I'd be happy to have such an individual in my corner, especially in this case. And if you listen to him carefully, it seems the SEC is trying to create a standard for securities moving forward, something that will act as a compromise for the crypto and the securities. And I think it's what happened to BlockFi, and will likely happen to Ripple, of course, if they lose the case to the regulatory body. With this strategy, I believe moving forward, everyone will know what a security is and what is not in the United States. But don't get me wrong, this doesn't necessarily mean the SEC will win its current case against Ripple. In fact, if you follow the proceedings in court, the SEC is getting an international ass-whooping on live TV because, in truth, XRP is not a security. Unfortunately, the regulatory body is barking up the wrong tree with this case and is not ready to admit its mistake. What I do understand is that the SEC didn't expect any form of retaliation from the fintech company. The regulatory body thought this would be an obvious win, but it hasn't been as simple as that. Ripple, together with the XRP army and several lawyers, are putting up a solid fight with facts that could inevitably damage the regulatory body's image and reputation. Is this the court case we need to prove that crypto such as XRP are not securities? I know this is not turning out the way the SEC anticipated. Congress was moving too slow, and for some reason, they were not getting anything done. But through this case, we might finally get some clarity concerning the crypto community. A lot has been brought into the limelight, especially during these court proceedings. Most companies and investors now understand the difference between Ripple and XRP, but I must admit, not everyone really knew the difference. With that in mind, I believe that everyone responsible for the regulatory clarity will now be on their feet, drafting clear rules to govern this space. Lord knows they were sleeping on their jobs. But in my honest opinion, Ripple will win this case. And these entire proceedings will be recorded in the books of history as a win for the crypto community. What are your thoughts? Share your opinions in the comment section below. As always, do your own research and always trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You can always let us know what you think in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and please click on that subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next Money Side.